Thomas Massie just lost his primary House race to a guy named Ed Gilrain, who basically came out of nowhere. The most money ever pushed into a primary House race was this one. It was monumental, and guess where 95% of that money came from? You guessed it, Israeli lobbyists.
Money poured into this race from outside of Kentucky. Where'd that money come from?
At least 95% has come from the Israeli lobby. The Republican Jewish Coalition, AIPAC, Miriam Adelson, Paul Singer, and John Paulson went together. They funded a PAC called MAGA Kentucky, which is neither MAGA nor Kentucky.
So we have foreigners who have co-opted the American government on a local level. You may be asking yourself, what would spur this need to infuse this much cash into a local race, a Kentucky race? Well, it goes back to who this man Massie is. He's an individual who was for the release of the Epstein files. Remember, he did that bipartisan move with Ro Khanna to get the Epstein files released. I covered it here on this channel. Or the fact that Massie was also against the Iran war. He was very vocal about that. So that's going against the grain with the MAGA cult. Now, for a long time, you would say this AIPAC hate is really just conspiracy spewing. But take a look at this post from AIPAC. Ed Gilrain's victory in Kentucky and Clay Fuller's win in Georgia ensures two outspoken pro-Israel voices are positioned to fill seats previously held by outspoken detractors, Thomas Massie and Taylor Greene. Our community was proud to help pro-Israel candidates win these races. And this individual goes, I thought this was a conspiracy theory. I can't explain to you guys how much my blood boils to know that the foreign government in the middle of a desert is able to come in, buy seats at the House. The founding fathers of this country revolted over a 3% tax on tea with guns. Muskets. We're getting shafted at every turn and we're just doom scrolling. In the lead up to this race, they put out an AI video that I believe Thomas has grounds to sue these individuals for. Take a look at how ridiculous this is.
Has run a fake AI ad against Thomas Massie, trying to imply that he's having some sort of a threesome with AOC and Ilhan Omar. Thomas Massie has never had dinner with Ilhan Omar, and AOC's has not been holding hands with them walking into any sort of building. This should be illegal, especially when it comes to political campaigns.
Office, and we're in a fight against the worst congressman in the history of our country. His name is Thomas Massie. He's from Kentucky. I hope you're going to put him out of business tomorrow. He is so bad. Got an election coming up. He's running against a great guy, a great patriot, Ed Gilrain. He's fantastic. But forget that. Massie's the worst congressman
He said,
in
forget
the
that.
history of our country. Always voting against Republicans and good values. So get rid of Thomas Massie.
I mean, they also didn't like the fact that he was trying to introduce the AIPAC Act, which was seeking to require AIPAC to register under FARA, which they should have done a long time ago. These are all parts and issues that were getting under the skin of the deep state, which Trump is the front man of at this point, which is quite ironic.
I would have come out sooner, but I had to call my opponent and concede, and it took a while to find Ed Gilrain in Tel Aviv.
Got him.
I thought you knew. I vote with Republicans 91% of the time. And the 9% I don't, they're taken up for pedophiles, starting another war, or bankrupting our country.
He went against the status quo because he has cojones, and look what they did to him.
This civil war in the party has gotten so out of hand. They sent the Secretary of War to my district today to campaign against me. I don't think that's ever been done. To send
it's also illegal.
Yeah, well, I'm not sure, but it's insane. Like, we're in the middle of a war. Why should the Secretary of War come to Kentucky? I say it's because I'm harder to beat than Iran, and I don't even have a nuclear weapon. That's because the weapon I have are the people behind me. We talked about money raised, and I took objection with the fact that he was raising money. He's the warm body, literally. The president calls him a warm body from central casting. That much I agree with on the president, who was just recruited. The money was already there for him. What's shocked me and surprised me is we've raised like $7 million, $50 at a time, from tens of thousands of donors.
Sean Ryan goes $32 million and an entire administration mobilized to destroy one congressman. His crime? Demanding answers about Epstein class abuse networks and refusing to let child predators hide behind political cover. All right, so I'm going to give you my take on it, and I can't prove 100% that this is some sort of conspiracy and that he actually really did win the race. And because of all these mail-in ballots, Massie lost the race. Now, I'm going to show you a tweet that just breaks down the numbers. It's very short, but it puts something in my head. I'll tell you that right now. Ed Gilrain receives 10,854 mail-in ballot votes last night. Thomas Massie lost by 10,280 votes. That's not a coincidence. If you were on the fence before about our government being co-opted, then I don't know what to tell you. We could say it's all foreign governments, and yeah, all foreign governments need to get the out of our system completely. But it's that Israeli government that's really pulling strings on a level that's local, that's federal. And if we don't do anything about it and we keep doom scrolling until our brains pour out of our ears, nothing's going to get done.